Live.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to Hale Praise Dale. I didn't realize you were going to go live that fast. So if you caught that face,
Quick.
I'm sorry. I was messing with Voodoo, and he said, I think he did it on purpose. So
Never. I
well,
would never do such a thing.
oh no, never. So welcome into this week's show, guys. I'm JT Dallas.
I am Voodoo.
Yes, sir. And we're going to be talking a little bit about New Hampshire, a little Bristol,
And a tiny bit of Salem.
Yeah, tiny bit of Salem. And then later on, we're going to be talking a little bit about the Kansas. Right. That's where we're going next week. Yep. Kansas. And then we got some schemes for you guys. And as you guys can see, Voodoo kind of changed up the layout again because that's what he does and he's good at what he does. So show him some love in the comments.
Well, if you were here last week, you saw the change up. But if you weren't here last week and you're new, basically the same as last week.
Yep. So we
much
started
better
this
than
new
2 weeks
thing.
ago when we were like.
That's very true. But we've been starting off with some small talk. I'll let you go ahead and take it away with the small talk. What you got new around your house?
Kids started pulling out Halloween decorations. So
Nice.
That's cool. On top of that, I have pre-ordered NASCAR 25 Gold Edition. I already have it installed on my Xbox. Tried to play it and it wouldn't let me.
I promise I'm not going through an earthquake. Yeah, my washer. I live in a trailer, and so when my washer goes on, it makes you feel real shaky because it shakes the whole house. So if you just see me randomly go, "Ooh," it's that.
He's just getting possessed by some weird creature.
Right. So you kids are pulling out Halloween decorations.
Yeah, we don't really. Past weekend was pretty boring.
I know.
LSU whooped Southeastern. The Saints got whooped.
I didn't watch
Saints gonna get whooped again this next weekend.
I take that back. I watched some OU this weekend. I watched about half the game before I had to leave. But
Saints are really gonna get torched this weekend coming up.
Yeah, the Bucks are gonna kill them later on in the season.
We're playing the Bills this weekend.
Oh yeah, you definitely getting torched.
I wouldn't even
put the Bucks against the Bills.
Yeah.
But I don't even know. Let me double check real quick. I don't even know.
I'm a fan no matter what. I don't just switch teams because one team sucks and then the other one's better.
I told you I was cashing in my one switch. This is my one switch. Okay, I have been with the Bucks since that switch, and to be fair, I switched before the start of preseason.
Technically.
I'm being fair. It could have backfired, and I would have been sitting there with the Falcons going, "Yay, we lost again."
I mean, but what I'm doing with the Saints. Just how many more games we got to go? 14 more weeks.
I think so. Man,
14
got me.
Or 13 more losses.
Oh, that itches.
14 more losses.
Let's. You're so such a.
We get that number one pick. We better pick a darn good QB. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, maybe Baker will come and QB for you.
Nah, I don't want him.
Oh, you don't want him?
No.
I don't know. He's doing pretty high right now.
Yeah, but he didn't do very well when he was on the Panthers, and
that's because he was on the Panthers.
Well, I mean, nobody does good on the Panthers, but
exactly.
I could say the same thing about the Saints right now.
He did really good in OU. Speaking of OU, I watched them get to come back and win on Saturday against Auburn. I don't know if you watch any college ball.
LSU, it's the only game I watch.
Unfortunately, I'm an OSU fan, and you talk about the Saints sucking. Boy, I'm in the boat with you on college.
Hey, on college, I'm good.
See, we're opposite. See, NFL, I'm all right. College, I'm not.
LSU has a bad season. It's like 3 losses.
OSU has a good season. It's like 3 wins. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, that'll be good for us this season,
Right?
as far as the Saints are concerned.
But no, the Bucks, they're doing good. I'm happy with my choice.
We actually might get a couple wins because we'll split it with Atlanta probably, and there's a couple other trash teams that are down there with us that we might be able to beat. So we'll see.
The Falcons?
Well, that's what I said. We'll split it with Atlanta. They'll probably beat us once, and we'll beat them once.
Miami?
Maybe. Who does suck? I don't know if we play Miami.
Anyway, I was talking to you a little bit before the show, and I love how we're turning just into a general sports podcast.
Yeah. NASCAR and football.
Yeah.
Praise Hale, praise Saints.
I don't like that one. But
it's fun down here on the losing end. Come on.
Right?
Love being heartbroken every week.
Oh man. Well, I was telling you before, I've got a sick kid, so life's been pretty fun. We've been at the hospital twice, and they're basically just like, "Oh, she's got a cold." But like I was telling you earlier this morning, she woke up with 103 fever, so she's got para-influenza, which is basically a cold.
That's no fun at all.
No, not at all.
You're coming over here asking me random questions while I'm in the middle of my podcast here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Guess candy's more important than me having a stream.
Yeah. Tell them to send some over this way.
The sad part is it's sugar-free candy that she's coming to ask about having. Like,
it's Wednesday.
The only candy I can have. Back up.
It's fine.
All right.
Anyway, you ready to roll the intro?
Let's do it.
All right. So, welcome into Hale Praise Dale. We're done talking about football. Now let's move on to the more important things at hand. Talking about some NASCAR. You want to jump into the post-race breakdown?
Let's do it.
Uh-oh. There it goes.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy.
All right, so we actually have a penalty to cover this week. Denny Hamlin, his crew members, Austin Maloney and Joel Balganon. I don't know how to say his last name. Sorry, Joel.
That's a
they have been
last name.
Say what?
That's a pretty sketchy last name for sure.
100%. They have been suspended for the next 2 points playing events. Originally through Kansas, but they're now starting Kansas. Like it originally was going to be, New Hampshire, Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
But since they ran the last 2 races, obviously it will now be Kansas in the Roval.
Yep.
Which I'm going to say this. It might have. I don't think I would have gambled on that one because I would have much rather had the team at the Roval where Denny doesn't do the best, in my opinion. I don't think he's the best.
I think they were chalking it up to him not doing well anyway.
That might be true, but I mean, Kansas
had a better chance at New Hampshire than he did at Roval. Yeah,
that's fair. But anyway, yeah. So they're obviously suspended for 2 races, so we won't see them this week or next week.
Rectamundo.
Right. You ready to talk about the ARCA race?
Let's do it.
Oh.
It's gonna be done today, apparently. Come on. We can do it.
It worked so well
We did
last time.
week. Oh, why it's being stupid this one? No. Same my encoder's overloaded. Maybe I need to restart before streams or something. I don't know. I don't got anything else running.
All right, so we'll start with the poll. Do you want to do the poll in the top 5 and then I'll finish it out, or vice versa?
Let me turn off this.
Everyone do.
Maybe that'll help. I only got 3 browser sources, so it's like I don't understand why it's being. Well, I need my graphics card. Won't have these issues no more. Anywho's, Kentuckiana Ford Dealers 200 from Salem Speedway. Max Reeves in the 18 grabbed your pole. Grabbed the pole, I should say. Not very good terminology I just used. Top 10 went to the 28 of Brendan Queen. 70 of Andrew Patterson came in second. Leland Honeyman in the 20 came in third. LeVar Scott did not win. He came in fourth. And then number 6 Machine, and then Isabella Robusto with another top 5 this season in the 55. So triple fives. Almost a good jackpot number.
Yes, sir. Mason Mitchell in the 25 came in 6th. Will Kimmel in that 69 car. I don't have my mouse. Hang on a minute. I was going to do this, but it was being stupid.
Nice.
There it is. Connor Popplewell in the 95 came in 8th. Tony Constantino in the 11 came in 9th. And Orion Vargas in the 67 came in 10th.
The notable entry of Mr. Pizza Man himself, Brayton Laster, came in 16th.
Yes, sir.
He usually does better at Salem, but he was struggling a little bit.
Yeah. All right, let's move over to the Uno 250.
I didn't update that name.
Oh, I was about to say, didn't we talk about this before?
EJ.
Yeah. Sorry.
I can't be perfect, apparently.
Me either, don't worry. It's the Corey Heim show. So he took the pole, the fastest lap, first place, and all the stages, of course. But before we jump any further, we could talk about the unapproved adjustments that got sent to the rear. That would be the 16 of Christian Eckes, 33 of Tyler Tomasi, and Derek White in the guess what number? Oh my god, I need to go get my mouse.
Nice.
69. Okay. So yeah, they all got sent back for unapproved adjustments. And then of course, like I said, Corey Heim took everything. It was a good day to be Corey Heim, bad day to be anybody else. Such as Chandler Smith in the 38, who took second. Lane Riggs in the 34 took third. Giovanni Ruggiero in the 17 took fourth. The 98 of Ty Majeski was the top 5 position.
Yeah, not too bad for front row there, considering the 38 and 34 in the top 3 there.
If only their numbers were the 11. Huh.
Right. Which sucks for Chandler because he got eliminated from the playoffs, and we could only done one place better. So,
right.
That sucks. Coming in 6th is the 9 of Grant Enfinger. Caden Honeycutt in the 52 coming in 7th. And Dally's favorite driver, Mr. Corey LaJoy in the 77 coming in 8th. Christian Eckes, who started from the rear, finished in 9th in that 16 machine. And then Raja Karuth got himself a top 10. That's 71.
Yes, sir. We got some notable entries. We got the 5 of Tony Breidinger, who finished 25th. The 33 of Mason Maggio finished 27th. And like we said, Corey Heim got the fastest lap on lap 11. of 28.886. The
What
11 got
are
the
the
fastest
chances?
lap on the 11. Yep. I like it.
So as far as the 33, we may finally get to see Mr. Frankie Muniz back in the truck this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Jumping over to the Cup Series, which is not.
I already see. I seen it. The Mobile
the
One
Mobile
301. Yeah. See, I caught it. I seen it.
There's the Penske show over here.
Definitely the Penske show. Yeah.
Purse 9,797,935. Your standard purse. Most points paying races. Mr. Joey Logano was like 0.2 faster than the rest of the field on qualifying thing.
You know what I find weird, and this is kind of just one of those thoughts. I'm sorry that besides you, have you noticed since not front row, 23XI, well, and front row, since those two teams got out of the charter, have you noticed like a quarter of the money's gone?
Well, I think they're accounting for like holding that on the side in case those teams do win, they can have their payouts at the end of the lawsuit.
But at the same time, like I'm like, how does two teams hold a quarter of the payout?
Well, I don't know if it was a quarter, because Daytona 500 was obviously more.
Yeah, but the normal one was like 11.5, like 11,500,000 or 700 something thousand. But then right as all that trial stuff hit, NASCAR's like, you're no longer a charter, it dropped to 9.7. Yeah, 9.7.
Yeah.
So they dropped like 3 mil. That's like a quarter of the winnings.
Right.
Because I mean, like 5 cars does not make a quarter of the field.
Technically 6 cars, right? Yeah.
Is it?
2311 has 3 and front row has 3.
Front row has 3.
Yeah, Noah Gragson. Todd Gilliland.
That's what I was forgetting. I wasn't thinking of Noah Gragson.
Come on, you forget Noah Gragson, but not Zane Smith.
Well, to be fair, I kind of chalked them up as a B-rate team that deserves B-rate drivers.
Michael McDowell left the team, and they have definitely slacked off.
Yeah.
2311, so, 2 out of the 3 cars seem to be doing all right. The other one, not so much.
How's your rookies looking?
we ain't to that part of the show yet. You shut your mouth.
Anyway,
stage 1, Mr. Ryan Blaney. Stage 2 went to Mr. Joey Logano, the Penske show. Your top 10 went to Ryan Blaney, stole the show from Josh Berry, coming in second. Willie B in that Raptor 24 coming in third. The other Penske car coming in fourth, that'd be Joey Logano. And then Hendrick going up to put 2 cars in the top 5 with Chase Elliott getting himself a 5th place finish.
Sir, and C. Bell himself in the 20 took 6th. Kyle Larson in that 5 finished 7th. Michael McDowell, speaking of him, in the 71 finished 8th, got a top 10, good for him. Ross Chastain in that number 1, haven't heard his name in a little bit, finished 9th. And Chase Briscoe in the 19 finished 10th. There were no open entries. The fastest lap wasn't even on this list. It was Carson Hocevar on lap 237 with a 29.923.
Josh Berry had it for a long time, though.
Yeah, he did. Well, there was no issues at the post-race tech.
The thing that sucks about Carson, I know I'm going to cover him later because he's on my RHPD, but he finished in 11th. He almost got himself a top 10.
Almost.
He was running up there for a good bit.
And only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades. I don't think he's holding
either one. Shut your mouth, Mr.
Mr.
Buccaneers bandwagon fan.
I ain't bandwagoning. If I was bandwagoning, I'd be a Chiefs fan.
Considering they're 0-3, that wouldn't make you very much of a bandwagon fan.
Yeah, but they also just come off of like a couple Super Bowls. And
excuses.
At least I'm not a Dallas fan.
Corey LaJoy is no longer holding the longest streak by himself.
He is not. He is tied with Ty Dillon, which means this next week, unless Ty Dillon wins, he will now hold the longest streak.
Means not gonna be able to cover Corey LaJoy no more.
But we'll still cover him. Like I said, the difference is Ty Dillon actually has a win way back in like 2013. A win's a win, buddy. You know what Corey LaJoy doesn't have? A win.
Lucas is asking for a towel, apparently.
Tell him he's not getting one. Sorry.
Right.
He get drip dry faster than I get there.
Yeah, Mr. Christopher Bell doesn't have a goose egg no more.
Sure doesn't. He's sitting at 1, but guess what? Either does oh crap. Where'd he go? I just seen his name.
When you talking
Of course,
about?
Nosvar.
Oh, yeah.
Nosvar's sitting at 75.
He's gonna get himself one soon, though.
You know who I'm really waiting to get one? Mr. Old John Hunter Nemechek. I'm waiting for him to step up.
I had started him on my fantasy this week because he's usually pretty good at New Hampshire, and then first stage he went a lap down, and I was like, I'm gonna take him out. Good thing I did. A very good thing I did.
Right. Legacy's gotta step it up a little bit.
Yeah, might have to look it up. I haven't looked up like average finishes to see if they're decent at Kansas or not.
Well, if I remember right, Kansas is kind of a Toyota track.
What I'm thinking.
So, I mean,
but it'll be the wrong Toyota. It'll be JGR.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, they had like what 10,000 laps led last week.
Over that. Well,
Yeah.
Ford got most of the laps this week, so not that they're close to catching Toyota. But, yeah.
Right now, it's kind of a JGR Hendrick kind of race. I think Penske was third with like 4,000, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
But
switch over to the fantasy league update.
Let's look at her. Is that what you're wearing tomorrow?
Look at that gap up there.
And finish your thing. You need to go and get your clothes and get ready for bed. Yeah, I still haven't changed my drivers in the past like 4 or 5 weeks. So
Horrible co-host.
I know I'm terrible. My thing is like I've been super busy, so I don't think about it. And then like this week was kind of weird too because I didn't even like really remember that it was Sunday because I was on vacation and stuff. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I've got a race to watch.
No, don't feel bad. I picked my team Saturday, I think.
Better than what I did. Stop, yeah. No. But anyway, yeah.
You can still get in on this, even though there's only like 7 races left. It's NASCAR.com. There's the name.
Make sure it says podcast or it's not ours.
Yep. Spelled out just the way it's showing up there. There is a password to get in, all lowercase RHPD2024.
Yep, it's that way.
Get on in there.
Yep.
So, we really don't want to send Trash Can another 164th diecast.
I vote that we send it to Braden.
Maybe. Depends on if he shows up today or not. All right. Next up, our rookie watch.
Yes, sir. So, unfortunately, we no longer have rookies in the playoffs.
Nope. Not that I ever had one that was in the playoffs.
Rip. Go ahead, I'll let you go on.
30 starts and a whole bunch of zeros to follow it. Currently 35th in points with 343. Started this race in 25th and was only able to work his way up 3 spots to finish in 22nd. Pretty rough.
Definitely pretty rough.
But Talladega's coming up in a couple weeks, and that's where his highest finish is all time is at Talladega. So maybe he'll finally get himself a top 10 there.
Hopefully.
I'm not holding my breath.
I've got SVG. He's got 30 starts, 4 wins, 5 top 10s, and 3 poles. Hang on. Sorry, had kids. Yeah. So unfortunately, he is 15th in points, which is not bad for a rookie, honestly.
Yeah.
But he did get eliminated.
Definitely think he might be favored to get a rookie of this year. It's just a smidge.
I'm glad we didn't switch at the beginning of the season where I was like, hey, you want to switch? Because Riley Herbst got like that night. I would really be kicking myself right now.
We may only have one rookie next season, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Okay, go give it to Mama. Means no competitions for us.
Yeah. We still got RHPD Motorsports.
That's fair. All right, since you went first on your rookies, I'll go ahead and go first this time. Cole Custer, there's not a lot to cover. He has 1 top 5 and 2 top 10s. That's about it. He's currently 33rd in points, so almost last. This last race, though, he started 31st and finished 24th, so doing a little bit better than I would say usual. In the 56, I've got Christopher Bell, who has 1 pole, 2 stage wins, 10 top 5s, 16 top 10s, and 4 race wins. He's currently sitting 4th with 3,064 points. Hopefully, he can win Kansas and keep on getting up there. Oh, yeah. Even though I could 100% see either Hamlin or Reddick. Those are my 2 picks for Kansas. But
let's go with Reddick.
That's who mainly I'm guessing, but just realistically, it's either Hamlin or Reddick. But yeah. So those are my 2 drivers.
Mine would be Carson Hocevar in the 37 Mountain Dew machine. 30 starts, did manage to snag himself a pole. Got 2 top 5s and 8 top 10s, so not terrible. He started 8th and finished just outside the top 10 and 11th, like I mentioned earlier. But he's down 21st in the standings with 616 points. And then Mr. Tyler Reddick, my anchor car, a 73 Ally Chevrolet, or Toyota, I should say. 30 starts, 1 pole, 5 top 10s, 9 top 10s. 5 top 5s, 9 top 10s. That's what I meant to say.
Can you read tonight?
Yeah. It's Monday and my brain's fried. Started 4th, finished 21st, so absolutely not a great day for him, but he is 11th in the standings. 3,024 points to his name.
Well, he's still in the running.
Yeah. Hasn't been kicked out yet.
Nope. You ready to switch on over to Trackside Trends?
Let's do it. All right, so NASCAR updates are all done. Not really.
Yep, that was your NASCAR updates. It's been a very eventful week. I hope you guys stayed around for that segment.
Yeah.
We do have some team updates, though. Yep. City Garage has announced that Becca has a. Oh, my Lord. Hang on. Sorry, my kids are hard.
That's why we stay live. You get to see everything and hear everything.
City Garage Motorsports has announced that Becca Monopoly?
That's what I'm going with.
Man, that's a cool last name. Can you imagine the sponsorship they could get? The number 85 and Quinn Davis, the number 5, will run a full-time ARCA car in ARCA East 2026.
So that's an all-female driver team there.
Yep.
So, pretty nifty. Not so much of a lady. Trevor Bayne coming back to the Xfinity Series at Las Vegas, driving the number 24 Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing. Good to see him back on track.
Las Vegas. RFK names Chip Bowers president. Bowers is a longtime sports and entertainment executive, including the roles of the Miami Marlins and the Golden State Warriors.
So we shall see what kind of success he'll bring to RFK. Maybe he'll get Brad to finally get a win.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
Ryan Preece, maybe.
Yeah. Chris Buescher. Yeah.
Maybe. Bad Brad.
Not so much.
Nah.
Good news. Reason why, partially why I'm wearing the clothes that I'm wearing, other than today is the anniversary of Jimmy Johnson getting signed to Hendrick Motorsports way back in 2002.
I was 2 years old.
I was a lot older than that. I say a lot. I was 6. No. 2002. I was like 14.
So you better add like
16.
a 10-year on that one.
16. Math hard.
Math is hard.
Rick Ware Racing and Legacy Motor Club have came to a settlement on their charter lawsuit. Rick Ware Racing is going to hand over one of the Chargers to Legacy Motor Club for some money.
Money.
But from the sounds of it, it'll be under Legacy's umbrella, but it'll still probably be leased to RFK for next season. We might not see anything
You mean Rick Ware?
Legacy until 2027.
You mean Rick Ware?
Well, Rick Ware's still gonna run the 51, but the one their second, the one that they usually run the 15 in, is leased to RFK.
How does that work?
Instead of just buying it, they just rent it, I guess.
Yeah, but for RFK or not RFK, Rick Ware to sell it to Legacy, does that mean just RFK would start paying Legacy instead of Rick Ware?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the part that I was like, what?
Yeah. So from what I saw, Legacy agreed to honor whatever contracts they had in place on that charter. So looks like RFK is getting a run Ryan Preece for another season.
Nice. You think Preece is going to sign with Legacy?
No, probably not.
Think they're going to kick Brad out of a car and give Preece the ride?
Well, Brad would have to kick himself out of the car. He's kind of a part owner. But I could see him retiring pretty soon if he continues his slump.
Yeah, I could see it too.
Whole blank page.
Sorry. Race Day Horizon.
Let's do it. All right.
Starting
Kansas.
on Friday.
Ready for the schedule? Hold on. Oh, don't start reading yet.
Those zoom ins really make me want to put do you remember NASCAR 05 where it's like that's what it really makes me want to put in there. It's called NASCAR Thunder. That song is, by the way.
Yeah. It's not on the NASCAR 25 soundtrack though.
I know, I wish it was. I would love just one throwback to that because that song right there is so nostalgic to me. Anyway, before I go squirreling somewhere else, Friday, September 26th, ARCA practice qualifying will be at 4:30. And unless you're at Kansas, you're not going to see it because it's not going to be televised. But if you want to watch the race, it will be on FS1 at 8 p.m. The Reese's 150 will be 100 laps. And you might be thinking, JT Dallas, why is it called 150 if it's only 100 laps? Because believe it or not, Kansas is a 1.5 mile track. So it's 150 miles. Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Crazy.
So that's going on Friday. Back to you in the studio, Voodoo.
I guess technically this would be the studio, huh?
It would be.
You'd be on the remote site. Saturday, September 27th. Xfinity practice and qualifying will be at 10:30 in the morning on the CW app. So you will get to see that if you're not in Kansas. Shortly after that, at 1 o'clock, Cup practice and qualifying will come to you on True TV, as usual. Then the Xfinity pre-race at 3:30 p.m. on CW, with the Kansas Lottery 300 hitting you at 4 o'clock on the CW. First and second stages are 45 laps apiece, and the third stage is 110 laps for a total of 200 laps. Imagine that. It's called the Kansas Lottery 300. It's only 200 laps. Where do they get that extra 100 from?
I don't know. There will be an extra
39.
entry.
Yeah, one extra entry. So somebody's going home, but kind of a notable entry. Mr. Raja Caruth is going to be in that 17 car for Xfinity.
Yes, sir.
I wonder what sponsor he's going to have.
Watch him pull something like way out of the left field. Like we don't even know.
No, that 17 cars always had HendrickCars.com
Oh, I know.
the whole season.
That was Roger Caruth. But
Yeah.
starting on Sunday, September 28th, the Cup pre-race starts at 2:30 on USA, followed by the Cup race at 3. The Hollywood Casino 400 presented by ESPN Bet.
Say that 5 times fast.
What?
Let's say that 5 times fast.
HC4PBEB.
I don't think that was any easier.
No, not at all. The first stage will be 80 laps. The second stage will be 85 laps. And the last stage will be 102 for a grand total of 267 laps. So let's see here. That's only like 350 laps or 350 miles. 360, maybe 70. I don't know. I don't math so well. So there will be 37 entries, including the 44 of J.J. Yaley.
Is that only
I mean, I could be completely wrong, but my brain said...
No. 400.5 miles.
Oh, well. Shows how good at math I am, huh?
Told you math was hard. Jumping to the playoff pictures. Starting with the trucks. We will not get any update from this weekend, but this is the reset for the round of 8 for them. Corey Heim in a nice position up top. See what I did there?
I do see what you did there. I was trying to get the sound up, but my computer's being dumb, so I guess you're not getting it for that one. Sorry, Corey.
It's okay. Lane Riggs is 22 points to the good. Daniel Hemrick's only 1. Ty Majeski and Tyler Ankrum are teeter-tottering with the same exact points. I cut off line.
They are.
Grant Enfinger's 3 to the bad. I don't know why it's showing a plus there. Roger Caruth is -5, and Caden Honeycutt is -7.
All Tyler Ankrum really has to do to remain in the playoffs would be to beat Ty Majeski. Well, I say that until, like
I
Raj.
got to do it for multiple races, though.
Yeah.
This is the first of this 3 race round.
I knew that, but my brain was like, oh, he said it's the cutoff. So, and then I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. I'll shut up now.
Now, this isn't any different from last week, but the Xfinity will get updated this week because it's the first round of them being able to lock themselves into the next round.
Da.
The negatives are
Sammy
correct
Smith
at the bottom.
is tied with Bobby Hill.
Yeah. It's only a 3-point difference on that cutoff line there.
Honestly, I think Taylor Gray's got it though. I think he'll remain.
It's probably in a good position.
No, I wonder. He only wins everything.
Yeah.
So
speaking of, I think since June, really is what, like 3 months ago, almost 4 months ago. As far as the truck series concerned, there's only been 2 drivers that have won a race.
Which is insane.
Corey Heim and shoot, who the other one was. Anyways, there was only 2 drivers that have won in the trucks since June. Crazy.
Which is insane.
Crazy. Now the series you all came to watch. World Cup Series. Down to 12. Ryan Blaney's locked in to the round of 8. His win.
And it's almost like Hendrick. Well, never mind. I'm special needs. I was looking at the top 4. I was like, man, it's almost the Hendrick show because Hendrick's got 2 drivers in there.
Yeah, well,
it's subject to change.
Yeah. And they missing one of their drivers.
Yep.
Alex Bowman got kicked out.
But everybody expected him to be the one to get kicked out, let's be honest.
I picked him to get in, but he barely squeaked in.
Yeah. You know who I'm kind of surprised is as high up as he is, but well, I guess now that I think about it, like really think about it, he's kind of consistent. But that's Chase Elliott. I'm surprised he's made it this far because you don't really hear about him. Like a couple years ago, him and Kyle Larson were winning everything, and now he's kind of chilled out ever since he had that skiing accident.
Yeah. He has been slowly getting better at the end of the season here, though.
Yeah. I think it's just because he's super consistent. Like, he might not win, but, he stays in the top half most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. 100%, like, being a Bell fan set aside, I think Willie B is going to get it this year.
I could see that, but I know who it's not going to be.
It's sitting there in 5th? Yeah, I know.
Well, him too, but the one in 6th place there because it's an odd year.
Oh, that's true.
Honestly, I could see Chase making a run for it.
You got one more round until Denny starts choking. So.
I could see Briscoe making a run for it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd like to see Reddick get it, honestly. Or Chastain. I'd like to see either one of them get it.
I'll take Reddick getting it. My RHPD guy and be the champion. I'll take it.
He better get the winning is all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
But
not looking too good right now. 23 points to the bad.
No, he's not. And his teammates right underneath him at 27 to the bad.
Yeah. But
where's their third teammate at again? 33rd, 31st, something like that?
33rd. Nowhere near even being relevant. All right.
I think NASCAR should do like a Mr. Irrelevant.
Playoff prediction update. Wing. Both got one driver moving on so far.
We sure do, and I'm still ahead technically.
Yeah. It won't last long.
I did say it would. It just lasts long enough to boast about it now. So
I need Cindric out.
I'm honestly surprised he's doing as good as he is.
That's the extra driver that you have that I don't.
Yep.
Cindric. If he gets out, then we'll tie up the rest of the way.
Yeah. Watch him finish in the final four.
That's about the only way he can beat me.
Hey man, I
Austin
wouldn't be
Cindric
upset about
becomes the champion.
that would just throw everybody off, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. All right. So not in the notes, but we did make this announcement previously, but we have sponsored a NASCAR 25 league for when the game comes out. That being the legit NASCAR league. Got 5 teams formed up at the moment.
I was about to say, didn't we add an extra team? G-Force is new, isn't it? Isn't that the one that's new?
G-Force Motorsports. It's Duck. Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Elite Racing is the league owner's Swanks. X Motorsports is my team. Highline is Jars. And then Spartan is Zigzag Racing. And we are potentially going to have a 6th team.
Nice.
Can I start about 3 drivers a team?
So I have a legitimate question because I was going to talk to you later about this, but I told you that I'd probably only be a part-time driver. Mm-hmm. Can I do like a part-time team? That way I'm not dragging somebody down.
Well, the way that we're doing the part-time guys is you won't get drafted to a team. Just come and race.
That's fine. I felt bad last time because if you remember the last season that we did, I felt like I was dragging down the team because I was part-time.
Yeah, that's why we were asking who was doing full-time and who's doing part-time. The part-time drivers won't get drafted to a team.
Gotcha. We should make our own team, the part-time.
Yeah. be listed as open drivers. I think kind of what we're doing is doing like I don't know if they've agreed to this or not yet, but I've put out potentially doing like a charter system for the league. And like if you're a full-time driver, you hold a charter, which means you're eligible for the playoffs and stuff.
Well, you honestly know that the only reason I'm wanting to do part-time is in case they ever do the broadcast, because I would love to do. That's more what I want to do. I'm a trashy racer, but I would like to.
It's a new game. Everybody will be at the same playing field.
You say that. But you're gonna have this dude that comes in. He's like, "Oh yeah, man, I use iRacing all the time," and then blows everybody away.
Yeah, I've seen Jake hit on iRacing quite a bit.
Yeah, so I just I feel like it's better for me and be more of a fun experience if I'm just broadcasting and saying, "Oh, Voodoo spun out in the third corner." Voodoo, how do you feel about this play?
Yep. But these will be on.
Spotter. How about that? I'll be your spotter.
Right. These will be on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch and Kick channels. Once the game comes out, I'll probably only be streaming this. I probably won't even be playing anything else.
Which honestly, I wouldn't even mind if we did it on the channel since we're sponsoring it. Just a thought.
Maybe. Find a way to do all 3. Yeah. Be cool. I'd have to find a way to. We probably can make it happen. At the very least, maybe taking the race VOD and uploading it to the channel after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am gonna reach out to Swank and see if he's cool with me putting like a RHPD Motorsports channel in there to just have it post when we upload videos and all that stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
I don't see
That would
why
be
we'd
cool.
have a problem with it, but
I'm pretty sure in the last series he said that was fine because I remember we talked to him about it before too.
yeah, I just don't remember what we talked about and all that stuff. So.
You know, I'm ready to run my 92 Tampax car.
I might design me a 84 other than the Charlotte car.
Are you okay?
We shall see. But I'm planning on running the 84, but we'll see if I manage to get one of the Toyota teams.
I don't know what car I want to run because half part of me wants to run Chevy, but then the other part wants to run Toyota. I really don't want to run a Ford. It'd be awesome
if I wind
they
up with a
added-
Chevy team, I'm driving the 77. But if I can snag a Toyota team, I'm running the 84.
I'll say this: if I run a Chevy, I would like to run the 2. If I run
Who's
a
a
Toyota,
Ford? Who's a Ford?
Not the 2 I'm thinking of. It was a Monte Carlo.
You talking about making your own too?
Yeah.
Don't say Mr. Austin Cindric is a number 2.
Yeah, I know. But if someone has that number already, it's not that big a deal. I mean, I have 2 or 3 numbers that I would like to run.
I don't see as somebody wanting to ride the 2 around, but
I don't either, but like I said, if that does happen, I have like 2 or 3 numbers that I'd like to run. I'd have to just decide which one I want. Like so the numbers that I'm stuck on right now are the 92 because that was one of the first cars that Johnson ran in the Nationals. I think it was National Dale. It was either the National or the Busch Series. I can't remember. And then either that one or the 17 because of DW. Because who doesn't love a good 17? Foreshadowing. Or the 2 because of Earnhardt, not because of Cindric.
Yeah, kind of given. Yeah, so keep a lookout for that. We'll find a way to get it to you, get the race stuff to you on this channel as well. Hopefully, get a couple of W's for you.
I would love to. I would love to see us do some clips if like some. I don't think the not graphics. What am I thinking? Physics are going to be as trash as NASCAR Heat 5, but I'm looking forward to some of the wrecks that we can show the VODs because since it'll be our league, we will actually be able to use the footage and be like, oh, here's some of the clips.
Yeah. Gonna be great. It'll be great.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to doing. Like and of course we won't be able to cover those on live because we'll have to edit them, obviously. And I don't know about you, but I usually don't have time on Mondays to edit a whole lot. Usually Mondays are crazy days.
Yeah. I barely get the stuff done for the podcast on Mondays.
Yeah, you can ask Voodoo. Half the time I'm running like a chicken with my head cut off, and he's reminding me like, "Hey, you need to pick a scheme," and I'm like, "Oh, this one."
Yeah.
Hey, you're about to knock my stuff over, Miss Ma'am. You're supposed to be getting ready for bed.
It's horses.
You can be decorated tomorrow.
Jumping over to
You
paint
gotta go get ready
schemes.
for bed. Yep, we got some paint
Sponsors.
schemes we can.
Starting off, we don't have a scheme for this, but I'm pretty sure it's the same Cincinnati car he's already run. Mr. William Byron.
Willie B in the Cincinnati car. My pastor, he's from Ohio. I want to say the Cincinnati area. I'm not 100% sure, but every time Willie B runs a Cincinnati car, I get tagged in it because he knows I'm a NASCAR freak.
Mm-hmm.
He also tagged me in the I don't know if you've seen it, but the catcher's gear for the who is it? It's a Cincinnati team, baseball team, obviously.
The Reds.
But I don't know if it was the Reds or if it was like a college team. I can't remember. But he had a Talladega Nights glove
the
and
Wonder Bread.
helmet. Yeah, the Wonder Bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, it wasn't Wonder Bread because he wasn't sponsored by Wonder Bread. But
The colors of Wonder Bread.
yeah, you knew what it was when you looked at it.
Yeah.
And I think on the front of the chest plate, it said like, if you're not first, you're last, or something like that. It was pretty cool. I would have really liked to have it just because it was cool. But
No.
he sent me that and he was like, oh, I bet you'll know where this is from. I was like, yeah,
Mm-mm-mm.
a factory, duh.
Yeah. Came from China.
Anyway. Todd Gilliland, which we have this scheme for you guys, running the Dean Dip car. This looks like the Brios Pickles scheme.
Yeah. Except
It
it's
is-
sour
it-
cream and onion dip. Looks like.
Yeah, and that dip is delicious. I don't know if you ever had any.
Probably can't have any now.
You should be able to. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it.
I have to look.
They make a jalapeno dip that's like I could sit there and eat the whole
that
container.
sounds delicious.
Listen, I'm gonna have to come down 1 week. I'll let you know ahead of time, and we'll just sit down and do a bunch of random stuff. I'll bring some of that for you.
Let's do a taste test video.
But anyway,
Next up would be Cody Ware driving the Evil Knievel Museum machine, probably that red, white, and blue.
it's like about to say, I think he ran it at the Coke 600, if I remember right. But
Did run it somewhere, I don't remember where.
Ryan Priest, which we do have the scheme, is running the Kroger and Minute Rice, which it looks like a Coke scheme. Let's be honest.
Kind of.
Doesn't look bad. I like the rice on the back of it, but I think they could have done a lot more.
It's kind of plain.
Very plain.
Not super terrible. One I would have liked to see would be Mr. Daniel Suarez, the Freeway Hispanic Heritage car.
Yeah.
Be different than what he normally drives.
Yes, sir. And we do have a scheme that will be ran at Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix, which is the 66 of Casey Mears running the Valhalla cruise, right? Cruise line? Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty plain, but it's Casey Mears.
I think this is the same one he ran earlier in the season.
I was about to say it looks very familiar. Can we trade for the other Casey? Can we get some Casey Kane going? Have a Casey Kane Friday?
Beggars can't be choosers.
But yeah, that's all the schemes we have for you as far as new sponsor schemes. But this does open us up for S Cubed. So you want to roll that?
Let's do it.
S Cubed is brought to you by Happy Hour Racing, the one-stop shop for all your NASCAR and F1 needs. They have die-cast shirts, hats, keys, chargers, all kinds of stuff. You just go in there and scroll their shop, and it is pretty awesome. I personally use them. But when you do check them out and you buy something, because if you're a collector like me, you can't help but buy stuff, use code RHPD to support the podcast with no extra cost to you. Just gives us a little slice off the top, and you get the satisfaction of knowing you're helping a podcast eventually buy a graphics card so it runs better for you.
Yeah. You saw last week went pretty well. This week we had slight bits of choppiness. So. But not
Better
to
than
the
a
point to
couple
where it
weeks
was
ago
2
you
weeks
couldn't
ago.
Understand.
Yeah. We'll get
So.
there one day. Maybe.
One day we'll both have huge setups and be able to run iRacing and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah, racing while talking about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Doing some shake and bake for first and second place.
Right?
Oh, but anyways, go get
Ricky
your stuff
Bobby is
over
my
there and
best
help
friend.
out the podcast.
All right. So you have the scheme from last week. So take her away.
New Hampshire went with my rookie, Mr. Riley Herbst. Actually, looked
This was
pretty
a really
doggone good on track.
This was a really cool scheme on track. I'm not gonna lie.
Like we mentioned earlier, started 25th, finished in 22nd. But the car, I would say, finished in first place as far as the design this weekend.
If we were still doing
Scheme scene.
yes, scheme scene, it definitely would have got my scheme of the week.
You know, I thought about bringing the ratings back just so we could rate each other's either rate each other's S cubed or rate the schemes that we reveal.
That wouldn't be bad to rate the schemes we reveal. Because I mean, S cubed, I think they hold a spot for a reason, and that's why we have picked them. So I think they automatically, most of them get 5 lugs unless it's the story behind the car. But
like Jimmy Johnson's was plain, but definitely 6 lugs. Throw an extra one on
100%. Extra points if you get his black 2016 Cobalt scheme.
Yep. We weren't here last week. That's the one we talked about.
But I did like this car. Like, in fact, like if Lionel wasn't still stupid, I'd probably try to order it.
Need to find a different company that makes diecast. I just don't think there's another one out there right now. Really sucks.
The problem is, if I remember right, Lionel has the licensing for NASCAR, and they're the only ones doing it. So they have the only. I mean, Circle B might, but I think Circle B mainly buys off Lionel. So
that's what I'm thinking. Now Action. What happened to Action?
They went bankrupt, and Lionel bought them.
Makes sense.
That's like those winter circles. They come back, a couple years ago, but they're owned by Lionel too now. So
yeah, crazy. Need diecast. Stop canceling my orders.
I know. I had like 3 or 4 of them get canceled in a row, and it sucks.
Yeah, like all of my Jimmy Johnson schemes and my Backstreet Boys scheme from John Hunter Nemechek.
Let's see. I had a pre-scheme get canceled. My Bowman's Children's Hospital one got canceled. There's been a couple of them that just got canceled. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all just gonna make the Walmart brands that sits on a shelf for 6 months?
Right.
And I'm still salty that it went up like $3. Like just for the 164, it's like, but you go, like I said, you go to Walmart and you see the same ones that are sitting there for like $5. You're like, this is the same car.
Maybe the Walmart ones have slightly less detail or something.
I don't know, because like, okay, so we bought the Tootsie's car, Daniel Suarez. You were with me when we bought that one because I bought it in Nashville at the Lionel store. And then we went to Walmart and got the same car for a third of the price. And like I put them together and they're identical. Like even you flip them over, there's no more details. It's there might be like on the Walmart cars, there's not the little red mark for the exhaust, whereas the other one, it has the little red mark. That's it. Or like whatever mark it, you know what I mean? On the bottom.
Yeah.
Other than that, that's it. Like, and it's kind of depressing.
Yeah, even the elites aren't really that different from the standard anymore.
Well, that's like my Johnson Daytona 500 from last year. Might have been this year. I think it was last year though.
Didn't make the one from this year.
Yeah, because it was the 75 years of Petty.
Yeah.
Like just looking at yours, the only difference is I have like a little bitty antenna at the top.
Yeah. There's no antenna on this one.
Yeah, mine has one, and I paid an extra $40 for that little bitty antenna. Apparently,
Better we made it gold.
right? I don't know. I'm salty because I like schemes like this, but then they never get made into diecast. So then you're just like,
I just
well, this
noticed
sucks
that
because
the little grill on the hood is just a sticker.
oh man, yeah, mine is too. It's dusty. I need to dust them.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine's all
and
dusty too.
does yours have the little roof flaps?
Yeah, got roof light.
Yeah. See, I paid $40 for this tiny antenna that the camera won't even pick up. Oh, and the interior's colored. I don't know if yours is colored. So
Looks pretty standard.
yeah, see, mine has red tanks in the interior, and the seat is colored, and it actually has like a window net and not just plastic. And
One
then
thing
of
I
course,
haven't checked would be what DIN numbers I got.
I haven't checked either. I've got 0021.
21?
Yep.
Mine was like 4 something. Like 400 and something.
Yeah. Mine's 21.
882.
And then you got like the fuel cell that's colored in the back. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's not enough detail to justify it, but at the same time, like,
Hey,
it's
that
an
one's
elite.
not bad. It's only a number 11.
Huh?
This one's DIN number 11.
I wonder what my Byron is. Hang on. My Byron one that's signed is 203. I've got two Bell. My Yahoo Bell is 23, and my Ream Bell is 55.
Doesn't look like Action put DINs on there.
On the old ones, they're on the bottom.
I don't see it anywhere.
Action didn't have them. But anyway, yeah, that's enough of my rant. I'm sorry. I was just super salty that Lionel doesn't do what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, the old ones didn't have them, honestly. You kind of had to have the box, and it was like one of 23.
No, it's got it in the back window there.
Yeah.
134. Anywho's.
Yeah, that Johnson where it's like 00, I forget what it was, 23 or something like that. That's the lowest DIN I have. My Byron's 203. One of my Bells is 55. The other one's a 77.
This one's 11.
Nice. That's the 124th that I wish I had.
Well, I got it along with this. Now moving on. That's my SQ scheme. Now it's time for his.
So salty, dude. This next one, I really want the diecast of. I'm probably going to end up buying it because you can get them for like $30. But I have DW's 1983 Pepsi Challenger. Sorry about the picture. It's not the best because it was taken in 1983.
Right. Didn't have
this was
back then.
Yeah. This car was marked as kind of a special thing because this is when DW's sponsor changed from Mountain Dew to Pepsi. And some of you guys are thinking, well, what does that do? It increased his budget almost double. So this car was also made by Banjo Matthews. And if you guys know anything about how NASCAR stock cars were made, he was basically like the Van Gogh of cars. He made a lot of the fastest cars out there. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he's the one that made $1 million Bill's 212 machine. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the fastest NASCAR that made NASCAR be like, ooh, wait a minute, let's slow it down a little bit. Where in Talladega, his car hit 212 miles an hour.
I think that's slow.
I know, right?
The thing that throws me off is now we have Dodge Challenger. So the fact that this is a Chevy and it has Challenger on it kind of throws me off.
Right. Yeah, because you also got to think back in the day, it wasn't the Dodge Challenger, it was the Dodge Charger still.
Yeah.
But it had like a Challenger body. So kind of like the if you look at like the Blazers, you know how they used to be like really rugged and trucks, and now they're SUVs that soccer moms drive, or Mustangs. You know, Mustangs. They still make like the dark horses and stuff like that, but you also have the Mach E, which is like a mom car. So I don't know, but I really do like this car. I know the way we had to do it kind of cut it out, but it does have a black stripe down the bottom. Of course, it's got that old school Pepsi logo because why wouldn't it? This Monte Carlo was ran from 83 to 87, so it ran quite a bit. That's why we don't really have any statistics on how he finished and all that, because we'd have to cover multiple years. And another reason that this one kind of stood out in history was this was one of the first NASCAR cars that kind of was just for a certain time. Like it was a promotion, obviously, and it kind of started the, you know, if you were around like the early 2000s, like the movie cars and like, you know, there's different promotions like the Halo cars and stuff like that. This was one of the first ones to do that because obviously they didn't have vinyl wrap, so they had to have a whole different car painted for the occasion, plus the backup cars and
actual paint. Yeah.
Yes. So that means they had to figure out how to draw and paint some of these logos by hand, which is crazy to me when you think about it. Like, it's just crazy. Plus, you had to match
some of the lines that they got on the cars too.
Yeah, just make sure everything's square. It doesn't look like garbage. And like this car's in a museum now. I forget which one, but it looks immaculate. Like this picture really doesn't do it justice. Like I was trying to find one on the track to show that it actually did run, but it's one of my favorite DW cars. I think it's better than the Mountain Dew machine, but which this car ran as the 11 and the 17. Just throwing that out there as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
It's pretty nice actually. I like it. I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't tell. That's our SQ brought to you by happyhourracing.com.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, we do got some newness that I was.
Oh, you know how I said they're about $30? I lied. I looked at the wrong one. For the one that like this car, like the one that I showed you, it's about 300.
Oh, you left off a zero there.
I sure did. It's kind of hurting my heart. Like
you can spend less than $300 if you go to our merch shop down in the bio. Snag you some of these cool characters and logos here.
Yes, sir.
Got stickers, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, hats for each one of them.
You can get the 97 Parts American, which is a throwback to that scheme for $30.
Yeah. There are a couple of designs we got in our shop that aren't on here. We've got the certified Hale Razor and the vintage t-shirt.
Yes, we do. And I think Voodoo, you and I talked about it before the show that we are going to revamp Joey Lasagna. So
Yeah.
look out for that new design coming out. Instead of just a plate with a lasagna in the shape of 22, we're going to make it obviously
A little more
NASCAR.
race-like.
Yeah. So
Keep a lookout for that. That's another way to help out the show. Go ahead and get some of that merch.
Yep, but the best way to help out is to hit that subscribe button and make us 152. We finally hit our 150 goal.
Yeah.
No, I'm amazed.
My stuff's acting up because I got too much stuff going on at one time, I guess.
Yeah, mine is too for some reason because I tried to do that while the stuff happened and it was just sitting there loading. So sorry, y'all had to suffer through that one.
Like we said, if anybody wants to donate, only about $300 to get the graphics card that I was looking at.
Right. What are you looking at? 4090?
5060.
Dang. Got that RTX power on, huh?
Yeah. That's all we got for this week. You got anything else that we need to cover before we sign off?
No, I think that's it.
All right. That being said, let's hopefully this end screen doesn't choppy chop. But if it does, be all right because it's the end of the show. That's the checker flag for this week's show. Keep your engines revved, and we'll catch you on the next one, Hale Razors.